Now on to volume of a prism. And we're going to first look at a rectangular prism. Now you're going to have to pretend like this has all right angles and everything like that, but hey, this is what I have. So we're going to take this, and what we want to do with volume is we want to find out how much does it hold inside. So the volume, what does it hold? We were doing surface area, okay, and surface area is what you use to construct boxes, and they have to find out the surface area of lots of different things, use lots of different places. So now we're going to find out what fits inside, which is obviously very important too. So what we're going to do, as you can see in the demonstration here, okay, is what we're going to find out is how many fit inside. So I have some cubes, and I'm doing it for that reason, two reasons. One, so that you can actually physically see what we're talking about as far as volume, and then the other is so you can remember what units we're going to be using. So we're just going to count these. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're going to pretend like that is one, that the whole thing, it makes a nice little block right here. So if this were a square thing, I'd have a 4 by 4 base, right? Then if I want to find out the volume, how much does it take up here? So what is the height? Well, actually the height on this is just going to be 2. Okay, can you see that? So the height's just 2. So what we're going to do, if I want to find out how many are in there, I would fill this whole thing up and count all my blocks. Or I could just figure out how many are in the base and then take it times the height. So volume is like one of the easiest formulas for a rectangular prism you're going to do. And all you have to do is you have to take, and we're going to do in general terms, V is equal to big B times H. Big B, that is the area of the base. So for it's a rectangular prism, the area of the base is a rectangle, so it's going to be length times width times height. Okay? Or base times height, but length times width times height. That's all we have to do. So right here we have the length, the width, and the height. So all we do is we multiply. Volume is equal to the area of the base times the height. So the area of the base is 6 times 5, and my height is 8. So we're just going to multiply that, get 240, right? Because 6 times 5 is 30, 3 times 8 is 24, and stick a 0 on. Now this is volume, and that's the other reason I wanted you to see this. I'm hoping this sticks in your head. When you go to do volume, you'll always remember that we had to use blocks or cubes in order to fill it up. So when we talk about volume, the units that are going to be on it are going to be inches cubed. Just like we used a cube to fill the container, it's going to be inches cubed. Hopefully that helps you remember. Okay, and that's all there is to this. Not a long video for rectangular pyramids. So let's just pick one. Oh, I don't know. Let's pick the middle one. So to find volume of a rectangular prism, of any prism you're going to see is area of the base times the height. So the area of the base is length times width times the height. So 2.7 times 3 times 2. Pull out your calculator. 2.7 times 3 times 2. And we get 16.2 feet. And it's volume, so it's feet cubed. Okay, that's all you're doing. Really easy. Rectangular prisms, formula, area of the base times the height. Easiest one because it's length times width. So let's look at a triangle. It's still going to be the same formula. It's still going to be area of the base times the height. But what's my base now? My base is a triangle, so I'm going to use area of the base is 1/2 base times height. Okay, so that's going to be the only difference. I have to find the area of a triangle, and then I'm going to do it. So here we go. Area is equal to, volume is equal to area of the base times the height. The area of the base is a triangle. Now what gets tricky here is that this h is here. This is the height of the pyramid. This is the height of the triangle. So for instance on this, I would have 1/2. Now this is a perpendicular right here, so 1 is the height, 1 is the base, and it honestly doesn't matter. You're going to take it times 5 times 9.8, and then times the height. Now remember, the height is going to be, these are my bases, so this has to be my height. So that's my height. So now I'm just going to multiply that. And I have, I got 98, and I'm just going to double check that. Yep, 98, and it's volume, so it's meters cubed. Yes? Good. Okay. Look at number 1. You're going to try that one on your own. Well, let's go to number 2, and then you can come back and do number 1. So again, we're going to find the volume. It's a prism, so it's area of the base times the height. What is my base? It's the triangle. So I have 1/2. What is my base? Right? 8. What is my height? 4. What is the height of my pyramid? 15. So now I'm just going to multiply this. I got 240. Let's double check it. Yep, 240 centimeters. We're in volume, so it's cubed. Good. You're going to try number 1 right now, and then you're going to try number 3. Okay? Let's try number 1, and then we'll check back in. Go. Okay, so we're finding the volume of a prism, so it's area of the base times the height. The base is a triangle, so then I use 1/2 times 8 times 15. Okay, see how this is the base and this is a height. This height is the same as this height. And then the height of your pyramid is 6. Good, and now you're just going to multiply. I got 360. Did you get 360? Yep, twice, so I'm going to go with that. Inches cubed. Good. Try number 3. Go. So again, area of the base times the height. The area of the base is a triangle times the height. So 1/2 times 13 is your base, because that's the same as the side up here. And your height is 7. And then you're going to take it times the height of your prism. And now you're just going to multiply using your calculator. I got 995.5. No, I didn't. I got 955. Sorry, can't read a calculator. 955.5 centimeters cubed. Yay! See, nothing difficult. Okay, so here we go. It talks about the formula for a rectangular prism. You don't need to write that down if you want to. If it's helpful, that's great. It's just always volume is equal to the area of the base times the height. And that's what I would actually recommend. And then you're wise enough to figure out what the base is, and then just plug in the formula for area of the base. Okay, so, yep, you can do all those just fine. Can do all those fine. Yeah, let's see. We can't do just the odds or the evens, because then we run into doing just triangular prisms or not. Nah, it won't take you long. You can do all of them. It's good practice, and the calculator's going to do most of them. And you'll remember the formula better if you have to keep writing it down. Good. So your assignment is going to be page 17 through 18, all of them. Great. If you have a question, email me, join a Google Meet, whatever you need to. Thank you. Bye.